To the board, faculty, family, friends, and Dr. Apostle Jewel. I knew her back in the roller skate days, but I ain't gonna get into her business. Thank you for extending this honor and believing that my life's journey has meaning beyond myself. This degree is called honorary, but the truth is, it is not just about honor, it is about a process. And if you know anything about a process, you know it comes with stages, pain, pressure, perseverance, and finally promotion. Yeah. My story, like many of yours, has been marked with pain. Pain in my body when I was diagnosed and treated for breast cancer. Pain in my soul when my husband died of a massive heart attack after suddenly being together for 32 years. One moment we were together, and the next my world was shattered. Many people who grieve describe feeling isolated and alone. That was not my story. I was surrounded by family and friends who carried me, but I have walked beside others who have felt abandoned. I have listened as they put words into deep isolation for me to understand their pain and their voices. Then comes the pressure. I have experienced pressure in the military, serving 21 years in the United States Army, serving in the Department of Defense during the current shutdown, where decisions have to be direct, impact on the lives and mission, pressure in my personal life, learning to lead my children through grief while carrying my own. When Mark died, I leaned into my grief. I went to therapy and I journaled. I talked about it. I practiced the coping skills that were given to me. Some people start organizations because they need them for their own benefit. Widowhood Real Talk with Tina is a unique experience. God pressed me to see the pain in others and to create a place of community and support. It was born out of my loss, but in a healthy place. A place where I could pour out, not just survive. I remember being stationed in Iraq as a civil servant when I was asked to give the Father's Day message to the entire base. Usually only the active duty service members were given this platform, but an exception was made for me. Standing there looking out at men and women from their families far away, I felt the weight of what it meant to speak into the lives of weary hearts. That moment showed me that pressure is also a privilege to serve when it matters most. Pressure is not comfortable, but it reveals diamonds are formed under it. Leaders are tested, and character is shaped through it. Perseverance for me has not been about being strong every day. It has been about showing up anyway, continuing the work when tears still fail, creating space for widows and widowers to be heard when I knew what silence felt like myself. You may see me standing here today, but let me tell you plainly, I am not here because I stood alone. My cup has remained full because of my relationship with God and because of my family and friends weather the storms with me. You may see me out front doing the work, but it is because of their love. I have held up when I could not stand on my own. Perseverance is not a solo act. And so we come to promotion, not a reward, but a recognition. This degree does not erase the pain. It does not cancel the pressure. What it does is mark the perseverance and affirm that the process was not wasted. Promotion is not a finish line, it is a door. A door that has opened in my life to new opportunities, new love, and new chapters. I thank God for the gift of my husband, Fred Jackson, who has brought joy back into my story. His love is a reminder that even after a devastating loss, God can write new beginnings. This honorary doctorate is also a door to serve more people, to carry the mission, compassion, and hope onto a larger stage, and to use every platform I'm given to walk beside those who are grieving. Today, I want to express my gratitude to my parents and my siblings who installed in me the value of service. Thank you to my children, Catherine and Alexander, who have walked every valley by my side. Thank you to my late husband, Mark, whose love shaped me and whose absence fueled my mission. And I thank you to Fred, who reminds me that life after loss still holds joy, laughter, and love. I would also say thank you to my friends who have stood with me through the years and still today. To every widow and widower and bereaved person who has allowed me to walk beside them and trusted me to create a safe space. You are the reason I do this work. To every professional who has brought their voice to the podcast, shared their knowledge, and to every contributor and donor who has supported Widowhood Real Talk with Tina, you are part of this process too. Pain, pressure, perseverance, promotion. That is the process. It is not just my story. It is the story of everyone willing to keep walking when life knocks them down. And so, my charge to you today is that whether your process looks like, doesn't despair, doesn't despise, has pain, don't run from the pressure. Don't give up before the perseverance has completed its work. On the other hand, the doors of opportunity that you could not have imagined will open up if you keep walking. May we all trust God and His process. Thank you.